send it. Now it's just time for like reactions.
Here we are. It's been, how long has it been? A week? I want to say almost a week now.
Yep, 1 week today, so.
And you've still got the buzz cut. So I'm super happy to see that. You didn't, freak out and try and grow it back. So, talk to me about how it's been post head shave.
Well, so I'll start from the beginning. When I first buzzed it, I was just in shock, and I've heard that's normal. I was just, holy crap, like, oh, well, there's no going back now, and it just felt weird, and it looked weird, and I was more nervous just for the reactions, and so the reactions went on, and it eventually died down, but I do like it. Like, I like the feel of it. I like having nothing to worry about. It's awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about those reactions. And in fact, I'll put in your reaction, it's the reactions that you captured right now in this video.
No! Stop.
It feels like sandpaper. You want to touch?
I do want to. You gotta run down. Ooh.
Oh
wow.
God, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I did it. And...
It'll go back.
Hi, I got a question for you.
What's up? Look at you!
Yeah.
Mom and Dad know? Is it like bald?
It's zero, but like zero guard.
Oh my gosh! Did you record it?
Yeah, so I'll have to show you that.
Do you like it?
I don't know, like I like the wind in my scalp. What's up, dude?
Nothing. What's going on?
How's life?
What? No way.
Yeah, buddy.
Dang, that's wild. At first, I was like, "Whoa, that's weird," but now it's like, the more I look at it, like the better it gets. It doesn't look that bad. Dude, no one's gonna freak. Dude, that looks. I like it. I think it looks good.
What's up, Pops? Looks like you're taking a nap.
I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
You frickin' did it.
I was outside and I definitely got burnt a little bit.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful right away because that's like virgin raw head.
Right, for sure.
It's never ever seen the sunlight. That'd be like tanning your ass.
Oh my! Oh my!
How's it going?
Did you get my text? Hey. You shake your head? Weird.
What you making?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what did you do? That's not Luke. Where's your hair? When did you do that?
I did that last week, so I was just kind of tired of it, so I buzzed it, and
Do you like it?
it feels awesome. That's for sure. But
feels
it's still,
awesome?
yeah, it's still adjusting on me. So
Yeah, you got so much head and
I
then all
know.
this body here.
Yeah.
You just all... Oh, you silly boy.
yeah,
Sandpaper.
yeah,
Yeah.
you feel it. It feels good.
You're prickly. And where did you get all
Yes.
this? You can't get it up there. You
No,
put it down
yeah,
there.
it falls down.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you silly boy.
I didn't.
But the ones I like most, the reactions I loved most were from your dad and your friends, just like when you walked in the gym there. And I love how those reacted, because to me, that's how pretty much everyone reacted when I shaved my head, And I just love it, like, sweet, like, cool, like Let's have a feel. I could tell you were nervous because you said, you were worried about the reactions. And I just loved how those guys reacted. Like, that was so good to see. I loved it so much.
Yeah, they were super supportive. I was excited, but I was also nervous. But
Yeah.
as soon as I went in there after the recording all stopped, after all the reaction recording stopped, they all just said like, "Hey, it doesn't look bad on you. It actually looks pretty cool." And they wouldn't stop touching it, and they're like, "Dang!" And one of my guys is going into the service, and he eventually has to buzz cut his hair anyways. So he's like, "Dang, you're making me want to do it like right now," because like obviously when you're working out, like you get all sweaty and stuff. Working out's
Yeah.
awesome with having no hair. It's kind of sweet. So
Yeah, it's super convenient. And
yeah,
I noticed as well, and this is a thing, I think it's normal because my own mother was like also reacted very similar to some of the, I think you had your girlfriend there. Was it your sister? You
yep,
know, and they think about it more. I feel like for guys it's just like cool, but for girls they kind of think about it like maybe they're thinking like why or like how does it feel,
yeah. That's definitely for sure. When my mom first saw it, she was kind of like, "Whoa, like it's gonna grow back though, right?" And I'm like, "Well, what if I don't want it to grow back?" And I'm the youngest of three sisters, so I'm her
Right.
baby boy. So I think it was a little like I look a little older, and she was kind of like, "Whoa, what's happening to my son?"
Yeah,
But she said yesterday, actually, she's like, "I think I'm getting used to it. Like it doesn't look bad," and
that's good. That's
she's
good.
getting the hang of it.
Good. Yeah, I saw, she's maybe, and I think it's because they don't think about the whole like mental side of hair loss that we talk about so much. They just kind of see it like, wow, you shaved your head, and a lot of them say you didn't need to do that, or they feel like, oh, you didn't need to do that. But of course, they don't really understand how it feels. And I think guys and like your father and stuff, they can kind of, they know how it might have felt. They can kind of relate slightly more, and then so when you go through something like that, they're like, oh, that's cool, man, that's really cool, a good thing to do.
Exactly. Like I kind of like hinted to these people that thought about me doing this more. I'm like, I don't know if you know like how much I had to worry about it. Like I always had to wear a hat. I always was constantly thinking that someone was looking at my patch, and I was just always worried about it. But when I have nothing there, it's just I don't really care. I'm just kind of free. And a lot of the comments in that video said the same thing. And that's another thing. When the video went up, I didn't read the comments right away because I was nervous to see what people thought and stuff like that. So I kind of just let myself like take in everything like alone and just chilled out, talked to my family a little bit, and the next day or something, I read all the comments and just want to give a shout out to your community. They're freaking
Yeah,
awesome. Like there's so much support, and I just respect every one of those guys. It's awesome.
thank you. Yeah, no, that's why I love it too. We've built through just being positive and putting these stories out there, guys like you coming on, we really have built up a really positive community. And even people, that video itself is, way more than double the amount of subscribers we have. So that means there's people also coming, from the outside in, and just again being positive, and I think that also helps. That helps other people. So not only can they see, you going through it and shaving it off, but then they can also see of, just how supportive people can be, and not only supportive but genuine reactions. So many people
Right.
there said like it looks good, like it looks like well done, good job, it looks great, and sometimes that's all you need, to encourage. So I'm glad it's all worked out so well. I mean, I wasn't in doubt, but I know that you mentioned before being young and you were just very worried about the reactions.
I don't know. Just keep on thinking of like reactions, and 22 years old and I'm gonna shave my head.
How did your boss react? You said like, "Oh, I wonder what my boss is gonna say."
Yeah, well, I posted a picture on my Instagram, like with my bald head, and said like, woke up like this, like insert bald joke here, kind of just like lightening the mood a little bit. And he
Yeah.
does follow me on Instagram, so he didn't say anything right away. And then I had a hat on because we have to wear hats at my work, and he's like, flip the hat up, let's see it. And I just like, And he's like, dang. He's like, I kind of dig it. Yeah, it's, I was still like kind of uncomfortable with it because it was so new.
Yeah.
And he's like, it doesn't look that bad on you. And he kind of asked, like, why'd you do it? And I just said, oh, I was sick of my hair. It was thinning. I was just kind of sick of it. So I
Yeah.
buzzed it off to see what it was like. And I told him, like, it feels awesome. I might have to keep it like this. So,
Yeah.
but
It's good, man. So you definitely got that sort of free feeling, and I guess it's nice not to have to worry about it all now, right?
right, yeah, exactly. Like I'm going on bike rides without a hat, and just the wind on my scalp just feels awesome.
Yeah,
Showers are
yeah,
so much quicker, and it's just like the little things, like you wake up and I don't have to worry about bedhead or anything. I just get up and wash my face, take a shower, and it's just super quick. Um,
yeah,
it's just super convenient, and I didn't realize how like the good side of being bald. Like I always kind of like focused on the negatives, like oh, like is it gonna look weird? Oh, is it gonna like I'm not sure what people are gonna think, but me personally, like it feels awesome, and I didn't think I was gonna like it this much, to be honest. So
it's good. I'm so pleased, man. I'm so pleased to hear that. What have you done since? So since that first shave, it's been about a week. Have you buzzed it every couple of
yeah, I
days,
got
or
a
just
haircut last night. So
right, fresh haircut? Love it.
yeah.
Did you do it yourself again?
No, I just had my dad help me because I don't know. I might need to get a different what is that razor? So I looked at like the skull shaver and like I saw a couple of your videos. So it's just something easier that I could do it myself. But yeah, with the razor I had now, like it's just hard to like see spots, and
Yeah,
so I had my dad help me. And then he mentioned like, when are you gonna start wet shaving? And I was like,
yeah.
oh, like that's the next step. I don't know like when I should do that. So I mean, I might try it here pretty soon, but for now I'm just gonna keep the clean zero guard.
Yeah, you'll know when it's like a natural progression. You'll know when you want to go for it. But it definitely comes with time. The technique. It comes with
Yeah.
time for sure. Yeah, you just when I first started shaving in that, I was terrible. But with a bit of practice, it comes with time. Yeah,
Yeah, I see why you progressed, and why most people progress to the clean shave is just because like it's part of your routine. You do it in the shower, and it's just super quick. You don't get those like little hairs everywhere. It's just boom, boom, you're done, and you feel clean. So I'm looking forward to that time.
yeah. Enjoy. Enjoy the buzz cuts. And then when one day you'll have a bit of spare time and you might have a razor there. You think, hey, let's give it a try. That's what I did. And yeah, I as soon as I started to wet shave, I thought it felt really weird at first, because it's one thing to have the sort of stubble with the buzz cut, but to feel like that really fresh scalp, it was
Yeah.
really weird. Even when you sort of sleep on the pillow or put a hat on or dry it with a towel, it feels really strange. But it's just easier to get that all over no length, right? Just no hair at all. It's just easier to get completely clean, like you said. With buzz cut, it's hard to get kind of at the back, around the ears and stuff.
Everything's
So
got to be like even, and it's kind of a pain sometimes.
it is, yeah. So it's just a natural progression, and you'll get there. You'll get there. Just I'm glad you're enjoying it, and it went so well.
Yeah.
And I especially like what you said about thinking now. You didn't realize all the benefits, not only mentally, not having to worry about the hair, but also all the other convenient things that come with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just I can just feel like all the weight lift off my shoulders, like Adam has said in the past. Like it's just like I don't know, you're just fresh. It's everything's new, and it's a little overwhelming with all the reactions at first. Like it's kind of like, oh, like I have to go see a person I haven't seen since I've had hair. So it's like, what are they gonna say? Here we go, and it's like sometimes they go, oh, you shaved your head, and other times they don't say anything. So I think the person thinks a little bit too much about it going into it. Like I don't know, you just can't worry about the reactions, that like they'll die off. I know a comment once said that, like it'll all die off. Just own it. Just like be confident in yourself, and it'll be fine. And it has been going fine. So
Good. I love it. And you got your holiday coming up soon, so
yep.
you can be doing all the activities. You'll be able to do loads of things, not have to worry about about the hair, how it's looking, and all the photos, right? All the pictures. You won't be having to worry about those things, which is, of course, awesome. What, there's someone watching this video now and they are maybe where you were at, a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, worrying about it and thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I? How would you sum up your experience, and what advice would you give to those people?
Yeah, well, this goes to anyone, but especially if you're as young as I am. I know there's a couple comments that said they're 20 or 21, 19 even. If you're worrying about it and constantly thinking about it as much as I did, like always having to worry about that hair, you just got to try it, and it will grow back. What's left will grow back, and you just got to send it. I know the hardest part is like picking up the buzzer and turning it on, and it's like your heart's just going and your stomach kind of flips, but everything is gonna be okay. Like you're gonna wake up in the morning, the sun will rise, it'll be perfectly fine. You just gotta like find the confidence to just send it and just put on some loud music and just freaking go for it. It's gonna, like, you're gonna be in shock. I was in shock for like a day or two, but you just gotta own it. It's a little scary, but that's all I can say. Like, you just gotta own up to it.
Just got to go for it, like you said, full send, and you might just surprise yourself. You spend so long thinking about, oh, what if it looks bad? What if it, we said it before. What if it doesn't look bad? What if it looks great? What if it feels great? Like Adam found out, like you found out, like I found out back then.
Maybe I will like it. I don't know. Me personally, like it feels awesome, and I didn't think I was gonna like it this much, to be honest.
I was so busy thinking it's gonna be terrible. I didn't even once think, what if I just shave it off and it's awesome?
Right when I buzzed it, I had the mindset of just growing it back, and like, oh, I guess it's just gonna be a short time thing. I'm just gonna, like, that like was like a comforting feeling, like, oh, I'm just gonna grow it back. I'll have some hair before school if I don't like it. But after a couple days and getting a little tan, like I still have a little white spots, but I was outside a couple times, got burnt a little bit, but I'm all good. Getting a tan and it grows on you, and then I was like, well, maybe I do want to keep this, and you just got to give it a little bit. And I remember Adam also saying, like, each day does get better, and he's right. Each day does get better. It's just new, and it's really overwhelming, but you just got to live your life and just accept it. But yeah, I want to thank you for having me and everything you've done. Your channel's awesome. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah.
With the negative comments, like, I know there are some negative comments on every video, and they don't know how hard it is. They don't know what you're doing. I mean, maybe they just don't care, but you're gonna get some like negative comments, some like hesitant comments of like, why'd you do that? Not sure if I like it. Like, you gotta brush those off, because those people are more worried about themselves than yourself, or more worried about you than themselves. Like, like, you shouldn't have to worry about what these other people think. You just have to worry about what you think. And I don't know, I've learned a lot about that too. So you just gotta own your look and not care about what other people think. So
yeah, no, I agree, and I think it's that thing we talk about where if once you can do that, own it yourself. It's your look. It doesn't really matter what someone says to you. Then it just doesn't. It just doesn't really phase you, because it's yours. You own it.
Exactly.
I don't mean the cliche phrase like "own it, bro." I mean, like, you own those thoughts. Like, that's you. And so people can say anything. I get comments all the time because people love to be negative and stuff. But yeah, like you said, those guys. It says more about that person than it does me or anyone else. Because it's such a bizarre thing if someone feels the need to comment like, no, you shouldn't have done that, you should have done this, or it's bizarre. Yeah, just 100%. Worry about yourself. Yeah, just worry about yourself. Focus on yourself, and that's all you got to do.
I mean, I'm the only bald one out of all my friends now, and I mean, yeah, they say the bald jokes and they're slapping my head and stuff, but I mean, they're your friends. They're supposed to pick on you. Like, that's totally normal. But yeah, it's not bad at all. It's only hair. It's kind of cool. So
Good. Lucas, thanks, man. Listen, stay in touch. Because like I keep saying, I'm gonna get myself over to America, over to the States. And I'd love to meet you in person. I'd love to meet everyone who's been on the podcast in person. You know, it's just a good thing you're doing. So thank you. Thanks for sharing the positivity, you know, bringing something positive to the channel and to other people. You know, I hope there's guys watching this who can see it, you know, firsthand. It's a scary thing, yes, but it doesn't need to be. You know, the results that come from it are just outstanding. You know, they really are. So thank you, Lucas. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you to everyone watching. We will see you again very soon in the next video. Goodbye.
It feels freaking awesome, man. I didn't think it was gonna feel this cool.
Yeah, I'm pleased
But-
for you, man. I am. Because I know I could see that you were nervous. You know,
Yeah.
I could see that you were nervous, and even afterwards, you know, because it wasn't like you buzzed it off and were like, yeah, you know, I could kind of see you like, okay,
Takes a
You
little
know,
bit.
yeah, you were like, right, okay, this is, you know, I've done it, and it was, I guess, it was taking a while for it to sink in, right?
Yeah, and same thing with my girlfriend. Like, I think her reaction was kind of the most blah. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you shaved your head,
Yeah,
okay," but like,
yeah,
she didn't. She did. I'm just gonna be straight up. She didn't like it at first,
yeah.
but I think like over time, like this last week, she's been kind of more clingy and kind of. She probably. I think she likes it a little bit secretly, but she doesn't want to say it. So
Yeah, and I think, you know, she will feel a lot better about it knowing that you are more comfortable with it too, you know?
yeah,
Because, you know, what's she gonna prefer? A Lucas who is loves himself, if you want to say, you know, content with himself, or a
right.
Lucas that's gonna be like, oh no, like, can we not go there because, you know, I don't, you know, I'm gonna worry about the hair, or I don't really want to go swimming, or oh, let's not take the picture, you know? That would be a nightmare. And I think
Yeah,
that's
exactly. And I kind of like hinted to her, and I told her, I'm like, if you don't like me because I don't have hair, I mean, I've been with her for 6 years. I said, if you don't like me because I don't have hair and because of this look, well, then maybe this isn't meant to be. But and that's so true. Because I'm a young guy still, and if she wants to leave me because I don't have hair, like that's her choice, and I will find someone that like loves me for me, and she agreed. She's like, "No, you're 100% right." And she was there for me. And
yeah,
the right person will love you for you. And I know this
yeah.
is getting a little sappy, but it's true.
No,
It's true because
it's true.
I know like guys are like worried about that crap. And there was a point in time like a few days ago where there was some alcohol in the picture. I was drinking a little bit, but I kept on looking at the pictures and like I didn't know if I liked the bald look, and I was like, oh, like everything came in at once, but then like I was like, wait, it's okay, it's fine, and you just gotta calm yourself down. You can't overthink these things. So, but
Yeah, no, you said it about I think I remember saying the same thing to my own girlfriend, who's, you know, we're going to get married soon, and I said,
congrats, by
you
the
know,
way.
thank you. Yeah, when you know, when I said I'm going to shave my hair off, because I said to her, I know it's falling out. Like my hair is falling out. That's not even a question. I'm always thinking about it. I'm miserable, and I was like, I would complain to her about it. You know, I'd be like, oh, my fucking hair's falling out. Like I'm like, what the hell? I'm so young, and you know, and I was like, eventually when I got to that point where I said I'm just going to shave it off, and she was saying to me like, no, like you don't need to shave it off, or oh, you know, maybe you can grow it back. And I said, I was like, after I was content with the shaved head and I knew that was me, I was like, I never again in my life am I going to have hair. Like that is 100. That's complete fact.
That's a
And I
good
was like,
mindset though, just to accept it. So
yeah. And I said to her, I was like, if you don't like that, if you don't think it's attractive, if you're not about that, I was like, then this is, you know, take it or leave it, because that's me. Like, and that's what I'm doing. And in all honesty, I think them knowing that you are that, what's the word? I want to say it's confidence, but it's secure, right?
Right.
I think a partner gets a lot of confidence knowing that their boyfriend or husband, whatever, is secure in himself, is strong-minded like that. I think that far outweighs any concerns they're going to have about what are my friends going to think that my man is bald and we're only in our 20s, And I think knowing if they're a good person, with actual morals and decent values, then them knowing that you're a strength, you're strong in yourself, strong-minded, strong-willed. Yeah, I think that far outweighs any of the negatives. And because I think that's what a lot of women look for in a partner, because, it's no secret that a lot of women may be emotional, they look for that strength in a partner. They want to go to their partner and say, like, I'm having a problem with this, like, what, give me some advice or whatever. Not even if they say it, but, sort of subconsciously, that how they act and stuff, they need that reassurance. And if their partner's the one who's worrying, like, oh, is my hair looking all right? Or, oh, my hat, I forgot my hat, I need to go back home and get my hat. Or, or let's not, it's crazy. I think you just can't go on like that. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, you make a good point there, and overall, it's good advice to anyone who has or is worried about a relationship. And in general, it's not just hair; it's your personality is more prettier than your face. You know what I mean? That's how it usually is.
And I think you need to have enough self-respect like that, to be able to say, take it or leave it. Exactly. This is me. This is who I am. Like, if you like that, cool. If you don't, then I'm not the right man for you. You go find that one. I think, you need to have enough self-respect for that, not to sort of change yourself to fit, what somebody else wants. I think that's a really unattractive quality,
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. I would, if it was the other way round, I would have less respect probably for my partner or wife, whatever, if they were if they were sort of changing things because they thought that would please me or I would like that more.
Yeah. You're the person that knows yourself the most. So you just got to do what makes you happy. And I feel like some people don't do that. You got to stick up for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So no, I'm pleased for you. Stay in touch. Like, I want to see some Instagram shots on that vacation. Sure. I want to see you loving life out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, once again, dude.